Hello people, this is Eric Cobra, and this is Let's Play Dishonored Blind. Now last time I kinda failed at the whole stealth potion of the game, and apparently I encountered a rare glitch in my first session, so yeah, that's kinda impressive in a way. Also I was told that apparently killing people leads me towards the bad ending. Because obviously my clumsiness and ineptness when it comes to stealth and desire to not have several sharp implements of death shoved into my cake socket is a clear indicator of my complete moral bankruptness. Seriously, what? What am I supposed to do? Just try to run away when several render cops come over to try to sever my spine? That doesn't seem like something that will prolong my living far. Or for long. Just saying. Now, what's around here? Not getting in there. Let's see if there are any secrets around here.
Attention all citizens.
No.
Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary.
Ah, curfews. The first sign of tyranny.
Are the safest.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress.
Good.
So it's starting at last, Admiral. We found our man. Even after 6 months in Cold Ridge Prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Yeah, to a degree.
Surprising. He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the stories.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
No one knows the real story, Trevor. We all have our suspicions. We'll know the truth in time.
He's strong and quick. But I hope he understands subtlety as well.
Yeah, I kind of failed that part.
Fancy dress parties. The reality is that we need men killed. Have you ever killed a man?
Only with my wit. But it's a fair point as always. He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
And you okay with me just looking through the door like that? Fair enough, I suppose. Hey everybody, I totally didn't hear you talking about me.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
Ah,
And
another
I'm Lord
classic
Trevor
move of the
I
tyrant.
represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
Ah,
This is
good.
a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
Where do
At
we
risk
start?
of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got
Okay.
big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Okay.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
If you say so.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need.
Okay.
Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We
Yeah.
can talk more when you've rested.
I'm just thinking, is having your gun on your chest really that practical? I mean, shouldn't it be like at your side or something?
Good to have you with us, Corvo. Nothing against the others, but there's no substitute for a man who's done his service for the cause.
Just seems like it will be awkward to pull. So,
Have you talked to Piero yet? He made the weapons we left for you on your way out of Coleridge Prison. Go see him when you can.
okay. I'll go see Piero.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear, all custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin.
Sadly, I doubt that's the title you could give me, considering I'm kind of...
No! This cannot happen now the tank of whale oil is running. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. Oil's unstable. When it explodes, there is a terrible mess.
just check things. Nothing of interest there. Excerpt from the manual on the new City Watch procedures. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have commanded situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for a test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Excerpt from a series of lectures on natural philosophy by Piero Joplin. Of course I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's design. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community, striving to unlock the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. Agreed. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting the streets at night. But a few short years ago, you had a laugh at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles bear nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. True. We never know what the next great invention will be. Excerpt from the notes of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Remarkable, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip east of Tibia, the crew hauled aboard a female some 42 in length. I estimated she weighed 35 tons and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. You did that to a live creature? What the fuck? Within I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure I assumed she filled her food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Jesus Christ, at least kill the creature before you cut it apart. Whale oil processing. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, white lines cast from the midship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow, returns to port and down where the crew works with the great creature slashing up the fetish part while it still lives. Jesus Christ! What the F? Whale oil refining station. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of her own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever, we will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is complete, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly. For once.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Ah, he's the mad scientist type, and that just sounds creepy.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
I'm moving. There we go.
Just get it neat. Perfect. Thank you, Cole.
No problem.
Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment. There. Better now?
It's
I
a
could
bit
create
weird.
more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate.
Okay.
Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need.
Oh, like that Alexia thing I took from your
Tell me what I
nightstand.
can make for you.
Well, yes, let's have a look. Let's just like look at upgrades right now. This could be useful. I don't know what a bone charm is, so that's probably not really low. But yeah, built-in binoculars. That could come in handy.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Okay. I'll just take a look around in here.
Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
I just want to, take a look in here. No, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, Tivian ore. What's wrong with the metals in crystal? King Sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchase unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wires or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one's going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosopher by Piero Joplin. It is from no fault of my own that the average citizen expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, so does Pierre's remedy. A name I did not choose, if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiots, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal, if not superior. Much has been made of the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. The plague now making its way through the city of Dunwall is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I've studied it within the blood of those so afflicted and it's nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. And while it's true that Pierre's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect my body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood, which relates to the mind itself and the spirit, and it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. Whereas Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants of the key ingredients make up Pierre's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions to separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. This guy's pretty proud of his stuff. Well, medicinal herbs. We'll just sell them on the black market. You won't need those, would you? Ooh, spinning. And we'll sell your map. Hope you don't mind that either. There we go. Just selling a few of your things for the good of all. Now, how was it that optics things worked again? There we go. That should help a bit. Whoa. I have no idea what these different things are, but that is not what I meant to do. How I put weapons away. Sorry, I just gotta find out how I holster these goddamn things. No need for alarm. Apparently there isn't a holster anything button. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I've just pointed these everywhere, but I don't know how to holster them, so yeah, I'll just go to sleep with these in my hand, I guess.
Do not attempt to house, care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the city watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
And let me guess, treatment in this case means killing them. That's how it usually goes. Anything useful around here? Hello?
My, you must be Corvo. I am Lydia, at your service. Your room is upstairs and ready. When they told me who it was, well, I thought you'd be older, like the Admiral.
A Gopher's Tale, Volume 2, or Agatha's Final Passage. After more than a quarter of a century, I'm done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime. But it's all gone. I lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Fair young empress she was, but slain too young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world and sailed in the loneliest water you could imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pandusia. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. Years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be spared by ugly, weather-scarred men who would knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crook barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, gaff hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we've seen in months. I helped as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. Yikes.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Except from a longer work of fiction. Finding my way by the feeble light of a dying fire, saw her working. A large needle moved in the hand, following precise esoteric patterns, knots and loops of seamstress craft from the ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer, as she turned her blank face towards me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone she addressed me. So, you are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, and it's now your turn to be amended. Creepy.
Be advised, the
Except from theater play.
rust infestation has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
So how do I get upstairs? Ah, there we go. Huh, weird. Huh. What's up with that music? But yeah. Oh, come on. I thought you said you cleaned this place.
Lady Emily Caldwell was abducted 6 months ago during her mother's terrible murder. Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required to speak to the city once.
Please redefine cleaning. Or define what you mean by cleaning, because, you know, cleaning one corner of this is not cleaning. Jeez. Yes, I'll go to sleep. Probably wake up with spiders in my hair.